Hey, this is Papa from Street Fighter TradingSystem.com. Alright guys, so we are back for another review. We are Thursday, the 28th of May, and here is the chart. Today was a much easier day than yesterday, and there was basically three trades that was very good and would have given you three trades that are following basically the lessons and the playbook that I'm teaching you guys. Let's go through it. I'm not going to write in the legend what are good or bad, but as a reminder, yellow triangle is trade that are very bad to take. White triangle is trade that are aggressive and that I will not take unless I'm 7-0 on the day. And then blue rectangle is trades that are not on the course, and the red rectangle is basically the ones that you can take because they are part of the lesson part 1, 2, or 3 that you can learn. And if you learn it correctly and apply it correctly, you could have got those trades. Okay, so let's start. So the day starts basically at 8:30 Bangkok time. Um, so first trade that happens, we have kind of a divergence. As I'm saying here, as you know, right, and I repeat, I don't have the time to trade live, so I can just observe what's happening. But I think that even though we can observe a divergence, I doubt that it was possible to take it because the price shoot up, right? So I don't take divergence as a stop buy stop. I will always put a limit order after the next candle. So here I think impossible to get in anyway. So next setup that I think is bad to take. So some people would have maybe tried to take Shoryu. Okay, so Shoryu trade, it's the candle is very bad. The SMAs and EMAs acting as resistance. There's nothing good about it. Even the short-term trend line is right above it, so you should just keep this trade, right? So, by the way, I'm pointing those trades, but normally, when you see this, you should not even look at this, right? I'm pointing you this so that you stop looking at every single Shoryu trade. The idea is only to look at Shoryu trade only after you have looked at all the other parameters before, meaning the trend, meaning the candlestick, meaning does it bounce from the EMA. If you have those parameters, then you can look at Shoryu trade or Shoryu trade punish, okay? But if none of the parameters are there, I will always put a yellow triangle, right? But I want it to go inside your head, so I will keep doing this maybe for the next 10 videos. All right, so right after we have one of my favorite setup. So we have a Shoryu punish. Okay, it's a weak trend because the EMA and the SMA are on the right direction. So the SMA is below the EMA, so we are looking for long. We have a good candlestick. The candlestick bounce out of the EMA. And to add another layer, it's if we draw the Fibonacci. So the way to draw a fib level is to go from the low of the candle until the high, right? So here my low is not up. We can see that it bounced right into the 61,850 zone. So it's called the golden zone. So we have all the parameters necessary to take this trade, right? So of course I would have put a buy stop above this candle, one tick above. So the next candle is pretty scary, but never mind, you should not be scared, right? As I say, if it has all the properties that I gave to you, right? Trend, EMA, bounce, good candle, it's almost 90% win rate, right? So always, I have 100% win rate, but yeah, you should not be scared. And if you lose, it's okay because you would have followed all the rules, right? So let's see what happened. So it took some time before going up, but it eventually went up. And if you played a runner, you will see that the price is going pretty high. Okay, so right after, we actually have another Shoryu. So some people would have seen the Shoryu, right? So down, up, down. And of course, so this one is not taught on, I think, the course, right? Because I always say to you to take like with the trend and so on. But what you need to understand is that when you take a Shoryu punish, right? Basically, you're punishing people that are doing bad stuff. And what is bad on this trade? Everything is bad. All the people that try to take like a Shoryu, so first they take it far from EMA, right? They take it where we have opposing trend, short-term trend line. So all those parameters basically make that I like to take those type of trades. Okay, so you could say that it's a counter trend, right? But it's still very low risk because, as I said, like you have a lot of room between your entry point and the SMA stuff. So the SMA acts like a magnet, right? So the idea is that we are counting on the fact that it's going to go back to the 50 SMA. And second, as I said, I do like this trade because it's punishing all the people mistakes. Okay, so it's not part of the course, but it's a trade that I love to take, and it's part of my playbook, by the way, because what this thing is doing is that it's SCT non-break. Okay, I call it the SCT non-break. So for those who have access to my playbook, it was almost all the type of trade that I used to take when I start scalping, and that make most of my success. Okay. So anyway, let's say you took this trade, you will see that it's going back to the SMA, of course, and then it's going to bounce back, right? It bounced back and then flush again. So again, it's a huge winner over here. So at least 10 points that you could have got if you had a runner, okay? Other type of trade that is horrible to take. So it's a punish. Why we cannot take it? But because it's the entry point is right in between the 50 SMA and the EMA. So you don't want to take those type of trade because the SMA act as resistance. Here we have a Shoryu trade. So here it's a horrible Shoryu trade if you had to enter over here, but it's good. Good. It's aggressive and you can take it if you are willing. If you are already at 7-0, and honestly, if you have taken this trade and this trade, which are huge winner, I think if I traded live, I would have taken this one. And the reason is that it has a combination of candlestick, which is called the bearish bullish. Right. So here it does a bearish, and then there is a bullish candle that covers entirely the next one. So what I will usually do is that I will put a limit order just over here, and we have seen that we would have caught like a 1 point scalp. Okay. Just after we have a punish, but cannot take this punish because again, yes, we have the trend with us. Yes, it's bouncing out of the EMA, but look at this candle. It's super bearish, right? It closed on its bottom 25%. So we don't want to take this. Of course, it worked or not. No, it didn't work actually. You can see that we would have got stopped out over here. So as I said, when you trade, have all the parameters. Okay, if there is one, don't take the trade. Okay, it's as easy as this. Be disciplined, have all the parameters with you, and you will win. Okay, so it goes sideways. Here is another opportunity, so I put it as aggressive, and the reason why, so normally, as I said to you, you should never take like counter trend trades. Okay, here it's counter trend, but the reason why you can maybe try to take this trade is because it's a morning star, evening star, or morning star. I don't know how to call it, but basically it does like up, then we have kind of a doji that's happening like this, and we have a candle that is below. Okay, So go into the internet, look at what is the evening star or morning star, and basically this pattern, what usually happens, the way I will trade it, I will wait for this candle to close lower, okay, to confirm the morning star or evening star, and then I will put a limit order over here, okay, and here we would have got filled because this candle happens to pierce and go to the limit order over here, okay. So again, since we had like two very good trades, I will maybe consider it if I go live. The next one, so show you punish. Cannot take this because it's right below the EMA and the SMA. Even though the candlestick is good, there is only one parameter that is respected. So we don't go on a trade if we have only one parameter. Okay. Right. Next one. So this is a Pikachu Golden. So first, for the people who would have seen the Shoryu Punish, it's a very good one because EMA and SMA are basically below the trade. The candlestick is very good. It's a hammer. If we put a buy stop over here, I think it's very good. But for another thing that you can see is that it's Shoryu Punish and Shoryu at the same time. So this is pretty tricky. And before this morning, I wouldn't have seen this, right? But after this morning, so I look at a video of Mac, and basically he considered basically a Shoryu if the candle is doing a low at the same time, right? So anyway, even if you wouldn't have seen the normal Shoryu, this was a very good Shoryu Punish because it has all the parameters. Okay, so this Shoryu, once you enter here, it does a little bit candle lower over here, and then boom, shoots up. So that's pretty much it on my review. I'm not going to go further because I don't really have time for it. But here we would have seen that on this day we would have got 1, 2, 3 very good trade following the lessons that I gave to you. And I think that we had so good runners that we could have tried to take those more crazy trades and try to play our luck on it. Okay, so that's it for today. This was Papa from SweetPatterTradingSystem.com.